G'day mates, it's the Doctor here, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile video. Now, before we talk about the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck I want to show, I noticed in the last video that my Bahamut Shark, or the camera didn't properly focus on a Bahamut Shark, so I'm just doing that now to make up for it, and again, I love this card. Just the artwork alone, how it looks like it's little droplets of water just leaping out of the water as Bahamut Shark enters the field. Okay. Alright. I just want to make that up. And another thing was, with this Megalo, basically, when you summon him, make sure you use one of these three cards, and yeah, either their effects will go off, or you can set a little surprise for your opponent with Thriller Rabka. But anyway, now for one of the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks of all time, the Crystal Beasts. Alright, so most of these are two of each. Ruby Carbuncle, Amethyst Cat. Oh, okay, there's three of them. I think I have three Emerald Tortoise. I thought these guys were Emerald Turtle. I think Jesse says it in the anime, but anyone would know turtles have flippers, tortoise have feet. And yeah, same thing happened with Electromagnetic Turtle, if anyone remembers that. It was a tortoise, darn it. Cobalt Eagle, Topaz Tiger, Amber Mammoth, Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. Of course, I got the secret rarity from the tin. That's where I keep my Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks. Now, I have a Dweller in the Depths here. I'll explain why I have this card in my deck. Oh, I should also mention that with Crystal Beast, my deck, this is a fun deck. Mainly I use for just fun, casual duels and not for official tournaments. Because they just don't work in tournaments, especially with most of the cards that have come out in recent years, ever since Arc 5. Now, spell cards: Crystal Promise, Crystal Blessing, Crystal Release, Rare Value, 3 Crystal Beacons, very crucial for this deck, Crystal Abundance, and 3 Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. Now, trap cards: Needle Ceiling, Torrential Tribute, Threatening Roar, Mirror Force, 2 Crystal Raigekis, Crystal Pair, and Rainbow Gravity. But I also have 2 special cards for the Crystal Beast deck, and that is my Earthbound Immortals. Not 1, but 2 of them. And I'll explain later. But the final card for Crystal Beast deck, because I don't have an extra deck, I don't think it's necessary, because again, it's mainly for fun. That is the Rainbow Dragon. And just like Bahamut Shark, this thing needs to have its secret rarity. Because doesn't it look like magic as Rainbow Dragon just appears on the field? I could have said something better. But another one of my favorite artworks. I'm just noticing now, almost like an angel dragon with its wings. Was that the intention? It's not really rainbow-like, it's just mostly white. Okay, funny, I never noticed that before. Now, tips and tricks with Crystal Beasts. Let's see. Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle, where are you? Yep. So, with Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle, I always thought this thing was pretty useless, but as you can see with its effect, you could target a Crystal Beast card you control and put it on the top of the deck. Now, this could come in handy for, let's say, creature swap, or if your opponent steals it from your graveyard with Monster Reborn or something like that. But of course, this is a perfect way to recycle Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus by putting it at the top of your deck. And yeah, just bring it out and just keep on spamming the field with more Crystal Beasts each turn. It's also a good way to play the guessing game, because your opponent will never know what you draw next. Where is that Dweller in the Depths? Here he is. Okay, so the reason I have this card is because it gains 300 attack for each continuous spell, and just continuous spells, not trap cards, but for each continuous spell you control, which, as you know, when Crystal Beasts are destroyed, they are treated as continuous spell cards. Now, this is actually very good for this deck. Not just, well, it doesn't support the Crystal Beast technically, but more rather they support this card in well, the obvious way, because even if you have just two, this thing will have 2100 attack points, and if you have 5 Crystal Beasts on the field, then this thing will have 3000 attack. So literally, just normal summon a monster with 3000 attack. Boom. So that's why I have Dweller in the Depths here. And I did have another card called Seismic Crasher, but I think all it does is just send a continuous spell to the grave end if like 500 damage or 800 damage, which isn't really that much. And they're also Gravicross Dragon and Magnaslash Dragon, but you need to tribute summon one of your monsters to bring out those guys. So that's why I have the Earthbound Immortals instead. And this is a recent thing I found out, but you know how Earthbound Immortals say it's waiting, please focus. Yes. Your opponent cannot target this card for attacks. Now, this means your opponent can actually attack you directly, or just any of your monsters. Or yeah, attacking directly is more important. But that was a problem when I found that out, and that's why I did have just this guy with my Crystal Beast deck, but definitely need Earthbound Immortal Chakuchahula, because as long as it's in defense position, it completely locks down your opponent from attacking. And you can also deal effect damage. Very nice. Now, this field spell is probably hands down the best field spell card in the game, because even if you have just one Crystal Beast, it can't be destroyed by card effects, which is the most crucial thing for Earthbound Immortals, to make sure that the field spell remains on the field, and also a good way to constantly draw cards when you have 5 of them, or 5 Crystal Beasts in your spell and trap console, I should say. Let's see, did I miss out on anything? No, that's it. Alright, so yeah, not much to say with tips and tricks with Crystal Beasts, because they're generally well known. And yep, I will see you in the next deck profile of mine. Till then, take care, mates.